Howdy, my name is Sydney. I will be discussing the positive impact as well as describing the attributes of the green lacewing, also known as the Chrysoperla rufilibris. Knowing the benefits to these different species can potentially change your aspect and even your day-to-day routines.
Howdy, my name is Will, and I will be discussing the positive effects of the honeybee, also known as the Apis mellifera, and how it provides benefits to both humans and insects in any environment.
Today we'll be discussing the topic of which insect is more beneficial. Starting with me, the Chrysoperla rufilibris, also known as the green lacewing, is a very complex insect. There is not a clear date in which these insects became widely known as beneficial. However, that does not stop them from being known like they are now. There are now anywhere from 1,300 to 2,000 different species of lacewings known to man. However, I will specifically be speaking on the green lacewing. Commonly known for their extreme aggression to prey, the green lacewing contains many more stunning attributes. A great predator, the green lacewing is most acclaimed for their controlling the population numbers of other species such as caterpillars, mealbugs, and whiteflies, all which are found as pests in most landscapes. These insects also feed on many substances such as nectar, pollen, and honeydew. Feeding on these items can be favorable to the surrounding environment. While feeding, they use a set of sickle-shaped mandibles, further used for puncturing its prey and sucking the fluids from it. The green lacewing comes from the family Chrysopedidae, originating in North America. Currently, it can be found most commonly in North America still, and sparsely in Europe. Some of its behaviors include moving their heads side to side when walking, along with moving more aggressively when pursuing their prey. They are very quick to attack, however these insects are also very harmless and are referred to by scientists as a good insect to have in your yard. While these insects are labeled as harmless, they do carry a distinctive feature. When handled or bothered, the lacewings hold a characteristic that allows them to release a vile smell from the parathoracic glands. This smell can deter predators and most importantly humans. These bugs measure about 3/4 of an inch long and have a distinct light green coloring, along with a lace-like inner wing structure. The most prominent characteristic are the eyes, as the golden copper-colored pupils makes for a distinct identification. These insects are sold to the general public as a way to control other pests such as insects and help maintain garden-like facilities.
For centuries, honeybees have been some of the most beneficial insects on the planet. Beginning in the 19th century, bees stood for immortality. The ancient Greeks, along with the northern Australians, saw this species as of peak importance, the bees having the keen ability to produce large amounts of beeswax. Honeybees were also marveled at their ability to cross-pollinate, a process that benefited the sterilization of fruits such as apples and pears. Cross-pollinating is the process by which honeybees use their hairs to carry pollen from one plant to another. This rapid demonstration of efficiency garners the growth of many food and plants that serve as nutrients for both insects and humans. Honeybees are also notable for producing honey, a golden liquid that contains beeswax, portions of deceased bees, and pollen from bees. Raw honey produced by honeybees has many health benefits for both humans and other environmental organisms. It contains a range of antioxidants such as flavonoids that reduce stress within the body, lowering chronic disease risks. Honey is also heavily nutritious as it contains many vitamins such as manganese, zinc, and riboflavin that contribute to higher cholesterol levels. Along with its nutrition, honey is classified as an antibacterial agent that kills fungi and prevents any bacteria from growing any further. Honeybees are also unique in that they have an incomprehensible amount of intelligence. They're able to communicate with their family of honeybees through dancing when they discover a new find in a pollinated area. They will notice the exact angle and direction of the movement of the wings, and are keen and have emotions as well, developing senses of agitation that enhance their self-awareness. And lastly, honeybees have extremely interesting biology. First off, they have strong hairs on the outward portions of their body, using to collect and transport pollen. Honeybees also have two compound eyes that are big enough to see at night, along with flying at great distances. Bees are able to see many colors, in fact, as they can see more colors than humans are able to. Even though honeybees can't see the color red, they can see past the ultraviolet spectrum. They also undergo complete metamorphosis along with going through 4 distinct life phases: the egg, larva, pupal, and adult stages. Honeybees work amongst an organized caste system as well, which includes over 500,000 worker bees who don't reproduce. Each bee in the caste system has a task that is assigned in relation to their age. This displays the peak intelligence and organization of the honeybee.
While the Apis mellifera honeybee does have many beneficial standpoints, there are many more positive aspects to the green lacewing. The honeybee does have many entertaining values, such as high amounts of intelligence and dancing. However, this does not provide the public with a substantial use. Their main use is producing honey. While honey can be very beneficial in many ways, from taste to medically advancing, it does not compare with the benefits of the lacewing. For example, the Chrysoperla ruffilibris green lacewing works as a pest control substance. In most urban and rural homes, the public has a garden in which they provide fruits and vegetables for their household. With growing a garden, there are many concerns from bugs contaminating, eating, and ruining your beloved tasty plants. Due to their voracious appetites, the lacewing can consume nearly 600 aphids a day. The green lacewings are bought and sold in stores with the sole purpose of protecting your garden or household. While honey may be tasty, it can become easily contaminated by yeast and molds. With the green lacewing, there is no possible discouraging factor of buying, having, or selling these insects. Owning, farming, or purchasing the green lacewing will benefit you in more ways than most people are aware of.
Green lacewing can be characterized as a very interesting and useful insect, and I understand how beneficial it can be to the environment. Yet I disagree with the claims made regarding the honeybee's lack of contribution. Of course, the honeybee dancing and communicating with his fellow bees doesn't benefit humans, but that doesn't matter because the sole act of producing honey makes the honeybee so much more beneficial. Honey is one of the most multifaceted ingredients in the world, as the substance acts as a curing device for almost any issue you could have. Honey is scientifically proven to cure anxiety and depression, along with many other conditions such as cardiovascular and gastrointestinal diseases. Consuming honey also protects your body from cell damage and is a great source of enzymes and amino acids. Some vitamins contained in honey include manganese, phosphorus, and potassium, which helps upon millions of people across the world be healed over a century, lowering blood sugar levels and reducing physical pain or injury. Any wound can be healed by honey, including over 90% of ulcers on diabetes patients. The worldwide health benefits are there. Honey has also been a staple for restaurants across the world for decades, as the substance gravitates people towards certain dishes and keeps businesses running. 1 tablespoon of honey usually sits around 60 to 70 calories and is a great source of carbohydrates. I believe the sole act of honeybee producing honey is more beneficial than anything a green lacewing can do.
While I do agree with the opposite debaters' argument for the honeybee's honey, it's a primary benefit for these insects. Compared to the Chrysoperla ruffilibris or green lacewing, there are numerous more benefits. Both insects carry unique characteristics and hold a special place in the environment by providing services. The most prominent benefits of the green lacewing is far beyond what most know. The use of things such as pest control are a primary need in today's highly agriculturally based society. By using these insects, farmers, ranchers, and the general public can rely less on chemical sprays and pesticides, which helps to keep our food supply overall healthier. Using pesticides and chemicals on our food sources can lead to large contamination rates and possible further consequences. By implementing these insects, we can replace the use of these harsh chemicals, which can result in a decrease of water contamination and a lessened level of danger to consumers. And this doesn't just include humans, but also animals. Plant supplies are a primary food source for many animals. Pesticides can be a toxic host to organisms such as birds, fish, and wildlife. By using these insects to our benefit, we can completely change the food supply industry.
I'm impressed by the green lacewing's diverse set of characteristics that make it extremely beneficial to both the insect and human society. The green lacewing has a variety of ways that can help the environment. Yet, the honeybee does much more for insects in its natural environment than the green lacewing, respectively. If honeybees weren't alive, we wouldn't have pollinated food crops. Studies show that 75% of our crops worldwide rely on pollinators, so honeybees are vital to all environments. Honeybees also pollinate over 80% of all flowering plants, contributing to healthy soils and clean water as well. By transferring pollen and nectar from fruits and vegetables, the organisms in the environment are able to enjoy this wildlife. Without pollination, trees wouldn't be able to grow. With no trees and wildlife, humans and insects would not be able to obtain oxygen, and since oxygen is the primary source of energy, I believe that honeybees are much more vital. Not only do honeybees provide an ample supply of honey, but also are a main catalyst for plant nutrition and oxygen within any ecosystem.
In conclusion, the Chrysoperla ruffilibris green lacewing insect is proven one of a kind. To review some of the benefits, there is no aggression towards humans, and it is not poisonous. It decreases populations of pest-like insects, and it is sold as a way to provide pest management for lawns and gardens. These insects have a distinct coloring and a structure that is easy to identify upon other insects. Using these insects as a form of pest control will ultimately decrease the use of chemicals and pesticides, which has a lasting effect on the intake of these plants. It can avoid toxicity in our water systems by steering clear of the chemical runoff, as well as increasing the consumption from humans or animals, and allow for a cleaner environment and a more healthy consumption rate. The honeybee is quite impressive, holding many aspects that can assist the environment. Both insects hold an important role in society, and I don't think we can function without either. However, the green lacewing holds a higher merit in the function of our day-to-day lives.
In conclusion, the Apis mellifera, or the honeybee, is one of the most beneficial insects on Earth. The honeybee not only positively benefits its own natural environment of plants and insects, but also provides immense benefits to humans as well. With the ability to pollinate, the honeybees provide nutrients to many plants and provide oxygen to the ecosystem. The nutrients a honeybee provides to an ecosystem are undoubtedly the most important, as pollen benefits almost every flower, tree, or insect in any environment. This process of pollination is one of the most vital processes any organism in the world does. Honeybees also provide honey, a source of healing and nutrition to humans that experience anxiety, injury, or any harmful side effects that require healing, such as ulcers, while also reducing blood sugar and providing antioxidants. Overall, honeybees are extremely resourceful for both humans and other insects, and I believe that any insect that is beneficial to such a wide variety of people and organisms is very important.